Hello,
Morning.
everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. You guys, it's March.
That's weird.
Yay, March
That's weird.
Madness.
I know. Oh, I know. That's true. I hadn't
Oh,
even thought about that.
because you get so sad when football season's over. Super Bowl's done,
Right.
college football's done.
Right.
Now it's the fun
Mhm.
stuff of March Madness.
That's
Thank you for that
exactly right.
reminder.
Yes.
That's right. You know, the Heels and Duke play again tomorrow. Don't
Tomorrow?
Oh
don't
my
make that face.
gosh.
Don't make that face.
Oh my gosh.
I
I'm a
I
we
Duke
know
could
who
fan,
do
I'm
it
so
pulling
twice.
for.
We could do it twice. I mean, I don't really think we will, but we totally could, guys. It's within the realm of
and
possibility.
we have another Carolina grad here, right? Just one
Yes.
for both.
I graduated from Carolina. Yes.
Nice.
I
Love
love
it.
that. Yeah, this is so cool, you guys. We're really excited to have y'all here. So, guys, thank you for joining us this morning. Happy Friday. And we're excited because we have Heather and Melissa here with us.
Mhm.
They are both teachers, which is really cool. Both have really interesting backgrounds. And y'all, they are bringing something new to Carteret County, which is called the Coastal Enrichment Company. We're just calling it Coastal Enrichment, but they
Mhm.
offer all sorts of classes and experiences for folks of all ages. And so we're going to learn a little bit today about their offerings. So thank you, Heather and Melissa. We're excited to have y'all here.
So before we dive into y'all's backgrounds a little bit, can you give us a brief overview? Say we're in an elevator and we've never heard of coastal enrichment before. Will you
Mhm.
give us an overview of what it is?
Yeah, so we realized that well, I'm from Carteret County, raised my two children here, love Carteret County Public Schools, but I did realize as my kids were coming through the school system that maybe they didn't have as many opportunities to take Spanish or foreign language or what type of foreign language or other things other than what was typically offered during the school day. So we set out to offer an enrichment company where we can have classes from toddlers all the way up to high school kids, and we have a toddler Spanish class. That was the first class we started. We've hired all local teachers that are either
Oh,
recently retired or still in the classroom. We've hired a teacher to do music. We've got toddlers all the way up to some homeschool kids doing music. Most of it takes place after school and on weekends during our free time when we're not teaching. But our goal is just to provide other experiences, whether it's a workshop or a class or some type of event to the local community.
that is
we want to
awesome.
like we want to answer that question of like what so like what can we do, like what's there to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in a more touristy area and I get asked that if I'm in my front yard at least once if not twice. People are asking what's around to do, and now we get to say that we have these workshops and classes and events that we've been putting on.
That's awesome. We can't wait to get into the nitty-gritty of exactly what you guys offer. But really quick, can you go into each of your backgrounds and kind of, um,
What got you
yeah,
here?
what got you here?
Yeah, so I've been teaching for 27 years locally, and I still work full time in Carteret County.
Wow.
And I graduated from UNC Chapel Hill, go Tar Heels, back
Yay.
in 1997 with a degree in journalism and mass communication.
Cool.
And then in 2013, I decided to go back to school and get my Master of Library Science. So I left the classroom and went into a role as a media coordinator at my school. And I got my master's from ECU.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah. And so I grew up in California and I went to school in Chicago at the School of the Arts to Chicago. And what brought me to North Carolina is having family here, and then my partner, Spate Rue, having him live here and his family. Um, and teaching for me, I've always taught art, but mostly as like a volunteer, making sure that that's, happening locally. But I decided to make the career switch in 2016 when I moved out here.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so, how did you guys meet?
Good question.
So we work together. We teach at the same school, and her classroom used to be right next door to the media center. She has since upgraded into a newer building at our school. And we just started hanging out and we started traveling.
Yeah, that
We have
really.
taken kids all over the world. We have taken kids all over Europe, Japan, New York City, California, and we just got to know each other more as we started traveling with all these local kids.
That's so
And
cool.
then I think our traveling inspired us to start this business because we
Mhm.
noticed when we were traveling to with kids in Spanish speaking countries, they had never really been exposed to another language. And we are so lucky to live in Carteret County. It's such a beautiful place, but we also want to make sure that we're doing things to provide enrichment for our kids
Yeah.
so they're globally competitive. And when they go off to college, they've had a little bit more exposure to other things that maybe kids don't get unless they live in the Triangle area or in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area.
I totally agree with that. Where is y'all's favorite place that you've traveled, that you've taken kids?
You go first.
For me, it's Japan.
So cool.
It was just it was so cool.
Wow.
For me, I think it would be Switzerland. We took a group there 2 summers ago. We went to the top of, is it Mount Pilatus?
I'm not sure.
I might be saying that wrong, but it was absolutely
No, we're not
gonna
stunningly
get you.
beautiful. It was stunningly beautiful. It was very safe. The food was amazing. We went to a fondue restaurant with the
Oh my
kids and had
gosh.
cheese and chocolate. Like, you can't top that.
Yeah.
So I think Switzerland has been my favorite so far. We're
That's
going to
wonderful.
Italy in a couple of months. We're taking some adults to Italy in April. And this summer, we're taking students to London and Paris.
So cool. So tell us,
Yeah.
so you guys kind of do, you have trips, you have classes, and you do birthday
Yes.
parties too. So will you give us the
And
logistics
events,
on all that you guys
And your
offer?
website is great, guys. Their
Yes.
website's awesome. So if you want to check it out,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Oh yeah, there's so much information there.
Yeah, so it's coastalenrichment.com, and we have been trying to keep it as up to date as we can. I will
Right.
say that as we started to offer 1 or 2 classes, like, we realized there was such a demand. Like, if you look at our website now, there's so many things on there because I think the parents have really responded very positively
Sure.
to what we're doing. But yeah, if you check out our website, there's all kinds of things to do on there. And we're also doing a trip for local adults to Charleston in May. We've chartered a bus that's picking us up in Emerald Isle. And they're going to take us straight to Charleston, and it includes the hotel in the historic district, all kinds of things. So it could be for adults, or it could be like a parent-child experience. If you want to do something like a mother-daughter trip, that would be fun too.
That's
That's
awesome.
really cool. And one of the things I thought was interesting, so much of what you're talking about is general enrichment stuff, which I definitely think is a whole. I mean, I've been raising my kids here, and I totally feel that way, that we have everywhere beat, in spades. And I do feel like that's one area that I wish that there were more opportunities just to learn things that are kind of outside of the box and things that maybe they haven't been exposed to. So I love that. And I also think one thing y'all haven't mentioned that I thought was interesting was, for example, that you've got the little workshop to prep kids for middle school. And you have that divided
Yes.
into boys
Yes,
and into
cute.
girls, which I think is so smart. I mean,
Yes.
I just think
So
that goes straight to a parent's heart right there. Because
So
I mean,
I think
that
that
answers
is
a
just
question that
something-
a worry that we all
Yes.
have.
So that's something that I have found as a lifelong middle school teacher, that kids come and they're terrified. And sometimes the parents are more terrified than the kids. But just basic things. It doesn't matter what middle school you're going to, but if you're starting middle school for the first time, there's certain things that you need to know, like how to use a combination locker. How do I organize myself?
Wow.
Because suddenly I'm going to have 6 or 7 teachers a day instead of 1. How
So they're
just
not
all those
nervous.
skills, so their
Yeah.
confidence. How do you like make new friends? Because we're at a school where we have different feeder schools coming to us, and then
Right.
we also have kids sometimes from private schools that are coming to public school for the first time in 6th grade. So our goal is just to prepare those kids so they'll be successful and feel a little more confident walking into 6th grade, and then also for the parents too.
Yeah,
So they feel like, okay, my
absolutely,
child
for
is
the parents too.
prepared.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, I'm such a big believer in right message, wrong messenger. I mean, I believe that so much.
You've said that
I mean,
so many
I mean,
times.
I feel like, I have a 16-year-old and a 19-year-old, and how many times have I told them something and I know that it's what they need to hear, but they cannot hear it from my mouth.
Right. Yes.
So it's so nice to be able for you to be able to communicate with these rising middle schoolers, because no matter what we say as parents, they're not going to hear it in the same way as they will from you guys. So that is a
Right.
service
Yeah.
that y'all are doing. So I just
Thank
think that's so
you.
cool that you've got those types of things, and birthday parties, art classes, music classes, Spanish classes, and then all sorts of different trips that you can take. I mean, that y'all really are running the gamut, and it's impressive and really cool.
Thank you. This was supposed to start in 3 to 4 years. I think that's one of the, I mean, we've been doing the travel,
Uh-huh.
and then it started with one workshop, and then we found this really great Spanish teacher, and it's
Mhm.
just, keeps growing.
This is
which
awesome.
is the best. That's
Yeah.
the way to do it,
Yes.
right?
And I
Yeah.
will say our students are our best customers. Like I have this little girl, her name, she's 8. I won't say her name online, but she goes and tells all of her friends about us. And she's like, you have got to go take this jewelry class. Like you've got to go see Miss Heather and Miss Melissa. And like all of a sudden other moms are texting me like, how can we get into this class? So I think the kids come and they love it. And I do want to say thank you to Weeks Farm because
Yes.
they're letting us rent the studio here, which is phenomenal. There are goats, like there were 9 baby goats born 2 weeks ago. There is just a really charming and enchanting place. And we're so lucky to have access to this studio space because there's nothing like being in this. It's almost like a one-room classroom, so to speak. It's one building that we're renting. There's all kinds of fun stuff to do on the farm. And it's just, I think the kids are learning and they don't even realize it because they walk into such a warm and welcoming space.
Yeah.
What are the age ranges? I know it's toddler to high school,
Yes.
but I have a
So we-
7-month-old, so I'm very curious.
Oh,
How early
fun.
can they
Do
be?
you
youngest
teach
we've
7-month-old Spanish?
Yeah, the youngest we've had in our music class, I think, is 18 months.
Okay. We have some
But every
time.
child's different. Like there's some kids that are in the music or the Spanish class because they're both for toddlers. There are some that are just like freshly 2,
Sure.
and there's some that are 5 that are getting ready to go to kindergarten. And I do think as we grow, we probably will do some type of caregiver in me class or mommy in me class, whatever you want to call it. I think you can probably expect that from us next fall, where we'll do something once a week. And we have found a 6-week class is like the perfect amount of time.
Cool.
We just meet once a week for 6 weeks. And by then, you know, the parents can decide if they want to do another 6-week session or take a break or do something else. We have some kids that they took Spanish for 6 weeks and now they want to do arts and crafts for 6 weeks, or next time they want to do music for 6 weeks.
This is awesome. So if anyone's watching and they're like me and want to immediately sign and tell everyone, they
Yes.
can sign up on your website. Is that
Yes.
right? They can see all that you have to
Absolutely.
offer. Sign up
And-
on your website. We'll put it in the comments so you can
Yes.
click over easily.
Thank you. And they can follow us. We've got a Facebook page, Coastal Enrichment Co.
Great.
They can message us on that. We love to hear new ideas. Yes.
Yeah.
And we're open to creating new classes. You know, like we created a homeschool music class because we saw a need for that in our community as well. So whatever you guys want, let us know. We want to help. We want to come up with new ideas. I think as educators, like we're always learning and always growing.
And we're excited to teach it. Like,
Yes.
and so whatever it is you want to learn and bring to us,
Yes.
we will pretty much do.
Yeah.
have-
So we've got toddlers all the way through high school kids, and we've done some things with just adults. So we're
Nice.
open to it.
I have a serious question. How do you guys fit all of this in your schedules? You're full-time teachers and you're doing this sounds like
Yes.
another full-time
It
job.
does.
This is incredible.
It's been exciting. I became an empty nester this year. My husband and I did. Our daughter went off to ECU. So for me, I could not come home and cry every day and be sad about, you know, like not having a kid at home anymore. And I started this around September. And I know Melissa said like we had a 3 or 4 year plan, but I think like right around September, I was like, all right, I got to do something because
Sure.
this coming home and being sad every day is not working.
There you go.
So it's invigorating. We're only talking about a few hours a week because we just have a few hours here and there right now, Monday through Wednesday, a few birthday parties on weekends, and we divvy it up.
Yeah.
Um,
You do a lot of it. You do. Like she's carrying it. Like I just come home from work and I teach students all day.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I just,
I don't blame
want to
you.
zone out. For a
Crash.
second.
Yes.
But-
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
wow.
but
You
thankfully
guys
there's
are
other.
Love it. Well, we're lucky to have you guys here. This is awesome to know about. I'm so excited we get to spread the word about coastal enrichment and all the good that you
Yes.
guys are doing outside
That's
of the
right.
classroom.
What a partnership. Well, Heather and Melissa, on the way out, would y'all please tell us what is saving your life right now?
You go first.
So travel for sure, and then my 2 doodles.
Oh,
What are their names?
I know.
What are their names?
Issy and Biko, and they have birthdays this week. Yes.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
yeah, we're birthday
Right?
twins.
There we go.
Yeah. Love. Okay,
What about
great.
you?
I think for me, it's also going to be travel. I'm one of those people I already have to have like my travel plans done like 2 years in advance. So I always have like that one next trip I'm looking forward to or planning. And I love ideas. So if somebody wants to go somewhere and take a group, let me know. We'll plan it for you. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Love
That's
it.
really cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Amazing, guys. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're
Thank
excited
you.
about what you're building and excited to help spread the word.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Thanks. Happy
guys.
Friday,
Happy
y'all.
Friday. Have
Bye,
a good
y'all.
weekend.
You
Bye.
too.
You too.
Bye.
Oh, man.
Wow.
How about
That
that?
is so cool.
That's really cool.
I don't know why, of course, Sadie is not old enough for this yet, but I feel like a sense of comfort. I'm like, okay, there are things that
I
exist like
agree.
this.
I agree. And that the trend is moving in that direction and that people are actually taking action and that they are clearly more than capable to do it.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
And Weeks Farm is so lovely.
So pretty. It's a good location, easy to get to.
It's exactly right.
Chef's
It's
kiss.
exactly right. That's right.
Do you know what's saving your life?
I think what's saving my life is, guys, that we're kind of through the doldrum months. You know, I mean, we made it through January and February,
Mhm.
which I actually don't totally hate, but I know a lot of people do. And so
Yeah.
I think it's invigorating just to know that, I mean, what is it? Is it 5 weeks till Easter?
That's exciting. Is it?
Not is
Easter's
is it
late.
5? No, Easter's early. It's the very beginning of April. I know. I mean, is it even 4 weeks? I don't know, guys. Math. I don't do it. Okay, what about you? What's saving your life?
I think it's a general big picture thing of maybe it is that the wintertime blues are slowly fading, but I finally feel like Sean and I are in the like fun part of babyhood. Not that
Aw.
the beginning wasn't fun, but it's scary.
It is. It
It's
is.
scary there
It's
for a
scary.
second.
It is.
But she's almost 7, well, she is 7 months now, and she is just so fun to be around. She's not mobile, nor is she talking. So I'm sure I will change my
Not
mind
mobile is the
very
best.
soon. We can set her
I
somewhere
love
and
that. A
she's
cheerful house plant.
exactly. So it's just so fun because she just loves, we take her everywhere with us, and she's just in a fun little stage right now. So that's saving my life.
That's really good, guys. I love that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy Friday, you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.